Now, we start with this. The list of men in line to share the ring with Amir Khan in Bolton on April the 16th is growing ever longer. Remember, this is the fight that, in theory, put an end to the David Haye-Vladimir Klitschko fight, because Sky, according to the Klitschkos and also to David Haye and Adam Booth, refused to have 2 pay-per-views in 1 month. The first pay-per-view in April was going to be Amir Khan against whoever. The second one, according to everybody, it was all agreed and signed. David Haye says it was. Even Klitschko says David Haye had agreed to it. Was April the 30th. But Sky, according to those 2 camps, I'm knocking Sky. I've been in trouble for doing that recently. Sky said, no, we don't want 2 pay-per-views, so it went the other way, as we all know. Vlad scrapped it and agreed to fight Derek Chisora, and David Haye, well, we're not sure who he's going to fight. Perhaps we'll find out soon. Well, that was nearly a month ago, and there is still not an opponent for Khan on that date. Or is there? Now, Junior Witter's name has been mentioned and not rejected, so I'm delighted to say that Junior Witter joins me on the line now. Good evening, Junior.
Good evening.
Junior, can you tell us if the negotiations for you to fight Amir Khan in April are still ongoing?
They're done.
They're done?
We've agreed. They came back. We've had a little bit of, as you always do, but the deal, done. We agreed. We're happy with it.
And that's for April the 16th in Bolton?
Yep.
So you haven't got the contract yet, though, obviously?
No.
But you've agreed whatever money they've offered you, whatever terms they put in front of you, you've agreed to it?
I have, yeah.
Now, can you do £140?
Yeah. That's that's the excuse Sky using for not having finished it deal yet, I believe. But it's simple. Motivation.
Yeah, motivation, the idea.
Motivation to make the weight is there. Amir Khan, big name, massive fight. The 2 best light welterweights this country's got at the minute, realistically. And do the title. It's wicked. It's perfect. I can make the weight.
Because you had talked about coming back as a welter, hadn't you? Because you haven't fought for a long while. You had talked, in theory, there was a fight out in Ontario, in Canada, and that was...
Still is.
So there still is, in theory, yeah. Are you still going to take that one as a warm-up?
I am, yeah.
The Victor Pua fight in Ontario, or wherever it is, it's going to be... That's on the 19th of February. You're going to take that...
19th, yeah.
You're going to take that as a warm-up. And you're saying you can get down to 140.
Yeah, I definitely can. I mean, I trained for this fight.
When did they first approach you, or when did you first approach them, Junior?
They came on to us... just over a week ago, I think.
Okay.
But basically what happened was that I'm in training for this fight. I've been in training for this fight on February 19th.
Yeah.
I'm boxing at 10-7. I've not had no I haven't gone through the rigmarole I normally go through with a special dietitian. I've done it myself.
Yep.
And I know that I've given myself that extra bit of leeway, and I'm making the weight so easy, it's ridiculous.
Oh, wow.
And Dominic always said to me,
Dominic
Ingle says, you can still make 140. And I've been umming and ahhing with it. But the right motivation, I know I can definitely do it.
Yeah.
And this is the right motivation.
This is the right motivation, A, because it's a title fight, and B, because I'm assuming that it's half decent money. Again, it puts you right back in the mix. But
it's the opponent as well.
Yeah.
I mean, Amir Khan, when he first started, I thought, no, he's not going to do anything yet. I mean, he hasn't really got a chin. He got knocked by Prescott. But since then, he's come from strength to strength. He proved in his last fight he can take a shot now.
Yeah.
And then you look at who was around for him to fight in England, and you're talking John Murray's a lightweight. There is no one else in the UK.
Yeah.
There is no one else with the pedigree that have done the caliber. And the fact is that boxed Bradley.
Yeah.
And
Alexander.
And Alexander.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're looking, I think, I boxed Sabjuda as well. So there's
I forgot that 11 years ago.
Yeah. But I've done that. I've been there. But Bradley, I lost in a split decision by 1 point.
Yeah, and there were and in all fairness, there were reasons for that. Your head wasn't right going into the fight.
Yeah.
As we know.
So if Amir Khan can come out and beat me better than Bradley beat me, it proves where he thinks he is. And when I come out and beat him, which I will do, it put me back in the top for my rematch.
But you can understand Sky's reluctance and some of the fans' reluctance because of the fact you haven't fought. But you're saying you're definitely going to go ahead with the fight in Canada, in Ontario, in February. You need that. You'd accept that you need a fight, Junior, yeah?
I'd be happy with the fight, yeah.
Okay.
I've got no problem with the fight.
All right.
Basically, I just want to get in and I want to perform.
Now, Junior,
Everything's brilliant.
you've been around the game a long while, and you're honest. You know, you're honest pro. It sounds like it's not a compliment, but it is. You're honest. You tell the truth. You're straight. Do you honestly think, looking at this, can you see why some people, and perhaps even the people at Sky, are not keen, are not desperate to take this fight? I think personally, you need to keep reminding them about Alexander and Bradley a split decision. I think you need to keep drumming this into them.
Yeah, I kind of understand where they're coming from, but their main problem is that they don't. Someone says that I can't make weight. Well, I said I can't.
Yeah, I think you said it on ringside once, didn't you?
I said on ringside I wasn't interested in making 140 because
there was
the
nothing
opportunities wasn't there.
Cool.
So now there's opportunities there. I know I can do it.
Yeah, cool. So
I said to him on ringside, I'd love to be in that mix, but the situation where I was at that particular time was that me getting in that mix was unlikely, so I had to move up to welterweight. I can get in the world title mix at welterweight. More likely.
So right now, Junior, when are you? What's the next stage? Are you going to go over to Bolton, or are you going to have a meet in London to sign the deal to sign this deal, or are the Khans waiting for approval from Sky? What's your understanding of where we are at 8:15 on the 3rd of February?
The Khans and
Sky.
John Ingle, Sky. I'm not quite sure which way Sky are going with it.
Sure.
But I know they've got some else. They've got other options, obviously.
Sure.
But
the Khans want you. Are you saying the Khans want you? So the Khans want you. They're not interested in Bredis Prescott. Lamont Peterson, we're told, wants too much money. And anyone else, they're just putting names up instead of you, in some way. So as far as you're concerned, this could all be done in 24 hours. It could be signed and sealed and packaged.
It could be signed and sealed tonight. It
you,
really could.
Well, listen, Junior, listen, mate, you took that fight against Zab Judah all those years ago, back in 2000, at very, very short notice, and with just a little bit more confidence, you could have pushed him tighter, because that wasn't as wide as some people have come to think. I remember talking to you about that the next day. You've gone through your career, you've done everything else. If you waited patiently for a fight with you-know-who that never happened, you seized the opportunity and won the world title. OK, you lost it on a split, which was a bad night. Won't go into that against Bradley. You didn't have a great night against Alexander, but hey, listen, people have bad nights. You injured your elbow. You're back after a break. The fight's on the table. All I'm going to say to you is good luck to you.
Yeah, look, since May, since June, really, I've been in the gym non-stop.
Okay.
I've been ready for a fight from November.
So it's not a case of putting on 4 stone and losing the weight. You've been at sort of 145, 146, 147, 150 for a long time.
Yeah, I've been around there. That's where I've been, and I am ready to fight. I should have boxed on the 18th.
I remember we talked about it last year. Yeah.
On that bill, and it would have happened then. I'd have been happy because the ring was sort of definitely gone. There could be no qualms.
Junior, you know what, mate? I'm delighted. I'm delighted for you. I am, because I'm a bit sick of people saying, "Oh, get Lamont Peterson in." Well, in all fairness, what's he done? He lost to Timothy Bradley as well. So what's the difference between him losing to Timothy Bradley on a shutout and you losing on a split decision? Duh, it doesn't make any sense. Listen, Junior, thanks very much, and hopefully we'll speak to you in the next few weeks as you train and prepare for this fight.
Yeah, hopefully.
Thanks, Junior.
Thank you.
Thank you, Junior Witter there. It's going to divide a lot of people, but you've got to look at it sensibly. You've got to look at if you look at the fighters that are out there, the ones that are being suggested, who was miles in front of Junior? Okay, of course, we all want to see him fight Bradley. We want to see Amir Khan fight Bradley, but that doesn't happen. Junior Witter against Amir Khan. Hey, I tell you what, I've got no big problem with it, to be honest with you. I think, and why not? I think he needs that fight to get him back. Okay, so listen, I'm not saying it's the best fight available. Ortiz might be sexier. The Prescott fight would be better, and that's the natural one. I'm told the Khans don't want it. A rematch with Madonna would be fantastic. Of course they would be fantastic. Fight Devon Alexander, who, by the way, hasn't thrown his hat in the ring. Of course, all of those things would be fantastic. But then you start to go down and you start to pull up people, and why not have Junior Witter as choice number 4 or 5? I've got no problem with it, okay? Again, let me just point out, as choice number 4 or 5. Not as number 1 choice, as choice number 4 or 5, and if you can eliminate the first 4, then bang, you're left with Junior Witter. Listen to